central committee members in the
Yes.
Yes.
There are a number of central committee members who are were elected onto the NEC. Let me just run through them quickly. It's Comrade Jeff Khadebu, by the way, was also at our central committee this last weekend one. It's Comrade Zdumo, who sits on the central committee. Comrade Zingiswa also sits on the central committee. Comrade Gwede is a member of our central committee. Who else? Comrade Pumulo. And Comrade Pumulo Maswale is also a member of our central committee. But we don't want to be like, what do you call it, that we are spinning. Yes, it's not insignificant that SACP officials, all right, we should have a correct way of putting it, were not elected. Look, we said we accept the outcome of the ANC conference, but this does pose a challenge. We don't get elected onto the NEC by virtue of being a general secretary or a national chairperson or a deputy national chairperson of the SACP. But at the same time, you cannot run away from that. We know that a lot of our structures are very unhappy about that. It does pose problems in the sense that historically the way the alliance has functioned, especially the relationship between the ANC and the SACP, we influence each other, even by sitting in both structures, those who have got dual membership. It's helpful that I come to give a political report to a central committee as general secretary, having participated in a 3-day NEC, because I know exactly what's the thinking, I know exactly the decisions that have been taken, the nuances behind those decisions and so on. So that, and also that through that we are able to influence the ANC, we are also able to be influenced by the ANC, by sitting in those structures. It does pose a challenge because there is a very real danger that we may start drifting apart. So I don't know whether we wanted anything more. Otherwise, there's nothing we can do about that. The ANC conference has gone past them. The only thing which we said last time, we only hope that this doesn't mark an ANC that's starting on an anti-communist road. Well, in that case, you mustn't pity the party, you must pity the ANC, because if we don't believe that's the case, by the way, but if that is the case, then it's a problem, because usually when you start dealing with communists in that way, it's your sure route to decline. I have no doubt about that. All organizations that have tried that. The one thing unique about South Africa is that you cannot run away from the reality that we have a history and a tradition of strong communist organization and presence of communism. And it's not about to change anytime soon, if ever. Yeah, I think that Matumo have answered our issue on the composition of cabinet. What's our approach? If and when we get consulted, we would like to get consulted. There is no doubt about that.